Welcome back, enchanters, to another episode, right, of Enchanting Unraveling, right? And today we are covering the second most sought after video, which is Aladdin, the complete Jim Shore capsule collection. Today we have cutest cutie. Teddy's back visiting us. You didn't see him the first time when he was here last week, but he's here for Labor Day weekend. Why are you here? Because his parents went camping again and they couldn't take him, so he's here. He is such a good dog, right? You're such a cutie. Alright, go to bed. So, super excited to be here with y'all today. We have a highly anticipated video this today. And I can't wait to dive in and to showcase all these pieces. Y'all have been dying to hear more, and here he is in between my legs, wanting attention. Cutie pie. And so let's go ahead, dive in, and immerse ourselves in the Aladdin collection. Awesome. So let's dive in. So the very first piece we're gonna speak into is the very first piece ever made. And again, this is a grail. This is in everyone's top 10 grail, and I think it's considered like the top 10 most valuable pieces Jim Shore has ever made. And the name of this piece is Aladdin and Jasmine, Magic Carpet Ride. This piece, again, this is like the golden era of Jim Shore. I mean, pieces like this don't exist. As you zoom in on all the details, my favorite thing about this is the cloud details. So it's this beautiful cloud, and as you can see, it's almost like a wave. At the very top, you have flying carpet, and right after flying carpet, you have Jasmine and Aladdin. And I really love this piece. I love their portraits. I love Jasmine's hair. The details of her are just so delicate. It's a light color of her actual piece, but I just love it. It's such a sexy, darling piece. And we have Aladdin as Alibaba, and it's the only time it's the first time we have Aladdin and Jasmine featured in a piece. But I think it's really like standalone. It's the first time we see like Aladdin in a larger scale. It's the very first piece. We do not have, to this day, I can't believe this, but the protagonist of the movie Aladdin does not have his own standalone piece yet. What are you waiting for, Jim? Now this piece is a mixed media piece. So when this piece came out, it was like, get this, it was like $80. That was the retail value. Currently in the secondary market, if you're desperate, you can get it for $1,200. If you are committed, you could get it for $1,000. And if you're lucky, you might find it for $800. But I don't think you're finding it cheaper than that. This piece is a musical chime, and it's also a light up piece. It has this built-in bright LED light. Absolutely gorgeous. In the dark, it looks stunning. This piece is a beautiful piece to illuminate at night. The way right here, there's a hidden little LED light, two lights, like spotlights, one on him and one on her, and it's just done beautifully. This bright, like moonlight yellow LED light. It is perfect. The only feedback I have about this is I wish that the magic carpet, first off, the magic carpet is perfect in scale. The one thing I wish is that he had all his printed elements, like the red and the gold, embellished. That's what's missing in the center, but aside from that, it is an absolutely gorgeous piece. I love that you can tell that it's motion, that it's the carpet, right? The carpet's in motion because the front tassels are facing backwards, and the back ones under the carpet, and the other ones are soaring back. So I really like that attention to detail. This is one of my top 10 most favorite pieces ever made. I mean, it is a grail, not because of its price, not because of its rarity, but because of its beauty. It is perfection. It was the first piece created in the series, and it is the rarest of them all. Following that piece, I did a live collaboration the other day with a few Jim Shore and Disney influencers on YouTube, and I was invited by the channel Disney Merts, and I'm actually going to go ahead and tag all of their channels so you, in that video as well, so you can watch it. And we were showcasing some Disney feature, or some of our newest Disney releases, and one of them was our smallest Disney. And one of the pieces I chose was this piece. And the name of this piece is Genie, Illuminate the Possibilities. This piece is absolutely gorgeous. This is a personality pose Genie. It is, in my experience of all the pieces you see here, it's about the second or third rarest and most difficult and most expensive to come across. The first being the Magic Carpet Ride, and then it's between these two. I want to start off with this one. I would say that this is the third. This is the second most expensive. But we're going to start off with this one. This piece, when it came out, retailed for $26. Crazy. It now goes for like $300, $250. It's insane. And many times on the secondary market, you'll notice that his ears are chipped, or that it's damaged or broken off or re-glued back. And what I love about this piece, it is the magic lamp, and I love the detailing. It's such a small piece, but so detailed. And you have the genie emerging out of the lamp. And it is just beautiful. His face is so small, yet it's so beautiful. And it's crazy because Genie's portfolio, his portrait, always reminded me, it had essence, it had like a resemblance to Robin Williams. And you see him so much in this piece. And what makes this piece so special for me and for many collectors at the time, OG collectors, right? Because like this, I believe this piece came out the year Robin Williams passed away, and I don't quite remember the year. I think it was like 2009, 2010. I could be wrong. I don't quite remember, and I'm pretty sure someone in the commentary is going to comment the right year. But the year Robin Williams passed, this piece came out. And I can't quite recall if it came out like a few weeks or a month before Robin Williams passed, or if it came out right. It literally came out the same year he passed, and was either a few months before or a few months after he passed away. And this piece, like you could not find it anywhere. It blew out. It was such a popular piece, and to this day it's become very rare. It never got a second edition release, and it is, in my experience, the most expensive personality pose ever made. Love this piece, and definitely a grail for many. Following that piece, the next piece that was released was Jasmine and the Sonata collection, and this is called Arabian Princess. We mentioned this in the Sleeping Beauty video. This is another one. It's part of the Sonata collection, where it was a bass, and you would put each princess on the bass, and it plays a different song, and this one plays A Whole New World. When you place her, and it sings A Whole New World, and it's Jasmine with this cape detailing on the back of her. She's holding the lamp in this beautiful rose mulling detailing in the front of the dress. Like, it's so beautiful. I love this piece so much. And this was, I believe, the first time we got Jasmine as a standalone piece. And the other pieces in the Sonata collection I mentioned before are Ariel, Belle, Cinderella, Aurora, Tiana, and Jasmine. There were 6 princesses to that collection. And this collection actually got a second edition release. So there's a different edition. And there's a little detail to it that's different. I do know that this is the first edition, and then they made a second edition. This piece retailed for $50 and now goes for like $200 minimum. So there you have it. Following that piece, he released this piece, which is, I think, in my experience, the second biggest grail. And it is called Shining, Shimmering, Splendid. And it's part of that Disney Princess collection where their dresses tell a story in 2D art. And I love the pose on this because she's like twirling from the side. And look how darling that is. Her portrait is so freaking gorgeous. Her jewelry, I love what they did here with the detailing. I mean, it's just perfect. She actually has a crown on, which I really appreciate as well, which is different. So she does have her crown on, and this beautiful necklace that you don't traditionally see in her stand. You see a normal gold solid necklace, but this one is more of a chain. It's like a coin cascading necklace. And as she's like twirling in motion, you have the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful depiction of her and Aladdin flying over the city of Agrabah. And it is absolutely beautiful. This piece, when it launched, it was about $80, 75. I think it was $75, and it released with the Tiana, which is even rarer. And now this piece goes for about 300, 350. But there's good news. Yay! The good news is that this piece is actually being re-released in Europe. So it is being re-released. There's a few places you can buy them at now, and you can pre-order, and there's trusted sellers. If you want to find a place where you can get this and have it shipped out directly from Europe to the States, you can go and join the group below. I'll post it on the description, Disney Avengers. And there are many private sellers and people who do support you with a small fee they charge to allocate the product and ship it out to you. It's a trusted group, so you could just see the admins posting the content and you can purchase it, and it's re-releasing for only $80. So it could be yours for 80 plus shipping, which is well worth it. You know, I think you'd pay like maybe 120 for it after shipping from Europe to the States, versus having to pay $350 for it right now. Now, this piece will still be more expensive than the new one. Why is this piece more expensive, you ask? Simple. This piece will, with the distinction, I don't know if there's going to be a different variation in color, and we'll find out once it launches. There usually is like a slight variation that distinguishes them. Somewhere it will be distinguished, but what going to make this piece so easy to recognize a distinction from this first edition to second is the box. This still comes in the classic blue and red box, so it will always be more valuable. So if you are, if you do want to purchase it and you're afraid and you're not sure how to distinguish, make sure that you verify by asking the seller to upload an image of the box. So that's it. And in my experience, I think this is the second most expensive piece. But once the second edition comes, this one will go down in value. I'm going to tell you right now, it will go down in value. It still will be more expensive, but it will go down in value. I presume this will probably go down to like $225, $250. And the Genie, making the Genie probably the second most expensive piece in this series. Following that, we've had a series of other pieces that were created in the collection. And one of the other pieces is this Jasmine. She's a personality pose Jasmine. It's called Be Adventurous. Part of that Cake Topper series I told you a lot of people purchased. You've seen many of them. He made every princess in these. She is absolutely gorgeous. Small personality pose. Many collectors who love Jasmine and they can't find her, because right now the only Jasmine you can come across right now that's relatively easy is just the white Woodland. That's it. And this one. So for many people who want Jasmine and love Aladdin, these two pieces are, and we'll talk about this in a moment, are relatively still easy to come across. And affordable. Retail. This one retailed for $24 when it came out. This did not get a re-release. So they re-released a lot of them, but Jasmine was not re-released, but she still goes for under like $35. So yay. Following that, we have this white, well, before we discuss the white Woodland, let's talk about this piece. This one is called, it doesn't have a name, it is the Magic Carpet Ride. And you can still find this. It's a little more challenging to come across, but you can still find it. And it came in a double pack. So it was Belle and Beast. It's a part of the ornament series, so it is an ornament. And it was Belle and Beast, and then Aladdin and Jasmine, so they come together in a pack. And some places like break up the box and only sell them individually. This collection, minimum, I've been seeing it, which is Aladdin and Jasmine with the Beast and Belle, for $80. It's the minimum I'm seeing in the secondary market. And I've been seeing it go up to even maybe $120. It's a very small piece. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it's a complete replica of the original piece. Of course, it doesn't have the light up feature or the cloud, but it is absolutely darling. Following that piece, we have this piece, which is probably the fourth most expensive piece in the collection. And this is called A Wish Come True. It's part of the wedding series, where they got the Disney princesses on their wedding days, and for many of them, they created a wedding day scene for them in a dress with their princess. So here we have Aladdin and Jasmine. They also made they made Snow White and her prince, which are the easiest to come across, followed by Cinderella and Prince Charming, which have become a little bit more challenging, but still relatively easy to still come across. Then we have Jasmine Aladdin, which is the third rarest. I will say I'm not a fan of her portrait that much. I like his portrait, but hers not so much. But the dress is absolutely gorgeous. I love this little diamond print, the rose mauling details. Like, this is classic Jim Shore, and I love that he like brought back classic Jim Shore concept to this new modern piece. This piece was also released around 2016. 2000, yeah, it came out 2016. I just love the floral print on the bottom. Again, the name of this piece is A Wish Come True. It's the wedding. It's part of the wedding collection, and what's also great about it is it's also part of the reason they made a lot. They didn't make a lot of these, which I'm surprised, but they sold out very fast because of their ideal also for wedding toppers, which is pretty awesome. I'll also say I'm not a fan of Aladdin's complexion. He has a pink undertone, and we all know he has more of a light tan, yellow, brown tone to him. So I didn't appreciate that. And even her, she just looks really blush. And I don't know. I'm just not a fan of her complexion either. They got the complexion wrong. Nevertheless, a beautiful piece. Following this piece, they also made the Ariel and Prince Eric, which is the second rarest piece in the series, and the most rarest being Rapunzel and Finn. In order to get the Rapunzel and Finn, you had to wholesalers had to buy like the pack of all five, and you would get like two of each of them, and the Rapunzel and Finn you would only get like one, so it was more difficult to get that one, and that one goes for a big buck. I actually have two of them, and they're both signed by Jim Shore. And when I met Jim Shore, I actually purchased two of them, and I'm holding on to the second one for quite some time, and they're both signed by Jim. So there you have it. Following that piece, the next piece he released was the White Woodland Jasmine. And this is called Wondrous Wishes. And this is the first time he features Raja. And I love this piece because Raja's scales are so freaking impeccable. She looks amazing. I love the gold detailing on her shoe. I love this base. It is a stunning, 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 stunning feature. The gold accessories are painted with like gold glitter. Again, Raja looks amazing. This piece you could still find for $60. It's gone, of all the White Woodlands, it's the one that has gone up the most, and it's become more difficult to find for like $80 now. But one thing you have to know with this is his tail is very delicate, and in some pieces the tail does come damaged. So you have to be mindful of that. So there you have it. Following this piece, he then made an exclusive, and I wish he could continue to do this. And it was through a retailer by the name of Colby Collectibles here in the States. And you can order this online. I believe Colby Collectibles no longer has it. And this one is called Jasmine and Raja. This piece came out in 2019. I'll never forget. It was released like around June of 2000. It was released June or July of 2019. That's when we shipped them out. It is an absolutely stunning piece. It is the colored version of the White Woodland. It is far more difficult to come across, and it retails on the secondary market for like $125, $150 now, because it was exclusive only to Colby Collectibles. And at the time, there was certain groups that were Facebook groups that were taking pre-orders for them as well. One of the groups is Disney Collectible Fans. So that's another Facebook group. They're a very, very, very large Facebook group by the name of Disney Collectible Fans, and they have a great rapport with a lot of these small chain stores that partner up with them. So that's another great group to join. Again, the name of the group is Disney Collectible Fans. And you could have, it was through Disney Collectible Fans that I acquired this piece. And so, yeah. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love the colored version a lot more than the White Woodland, and mainly because of the base. The base is absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. This piece retailed for $60 as well. It was a Colby Collectibles exclusive. You couldn't get it anywhere else in the world. So in Europe, it's quite difficult to come across this piece because it was never released in Europe. And so the exciting part about this one piece is the bottom, because I got it signed by Jim Shore in 2019 when I met him. Unfortunately, March of 2020, right after COVID hit, like a week into COVID hitting, my Facebook account was hacked. Alongside, my phone was being compromised. It was hacked, and the hacker got my cloud and basically deleted everything in my cloud. And then after doing that, hacked my Facebook. Earlier that day, they hacked my PayPal, eBay account, but thankfully I was able to recover that and nothing happened. And then I was noticing other applications were being hacked. And then, like, by 8 p.m., I'll never forget because I was watching Survivor. Best reality TV show ever, followed by Drag Race. And I was watching Survivor. I think it was, I was watching Survivor season 40, Winners at War. And I'll never forget. And my phone, like, I get the notification it's being hacked, and because Instagram and my phone were linked, my Instagram was hacked. I had 8,000 followers on Instagram. I had Instagram since, like, when Instagram initially launched, and my Facebook I had since high school, and I lost everything, all my images. And in order for my phone to not be compromised, I had to do a factory reset on my phone, and by doing so, everything would be wiped clean. And I didn't think twice to transfer my photos, videos, or anything, and I lost everything. Years of memories. I mean, everything was lost. And I, unbeknownst to me, I didn't know that my cloud was also compromised. So when I went to log into my cloud, that was compromised as well. So I lost all of that. Nevertheless, here we are today, and that's why my Instagram is a little scarce. And talking about Instagram, don't forget to go follow me on Instagram. Click the link. I'll also add it to the description. And I haven't been too active on Instagram because I really just felt defeated after years of building a following and then losing it all. It was like, I want to invest my time in something more valuable. So I'm giving Instagram another try, and I've been posting content and images. So go follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Hit that bell to get notified. We are having a giveaway. I'm not going to input that giveaway today on today's video, but you can click on any of my videos that I've filmed since July, and we are doing a giveaway. So go check that out. So here you have it. I don't know how we got off of a tangent there. We went off on a tangent there. And it was remembering that I met Jim, and now I don't have photos of me and Jim anymore, which really upset me so much. And we don't know when there's going to be another live signing event. So that blows. Following that, we got another piece. And it was the first time we got Genie as a standalone piece, and it's called Born Showman. And it's the first time we see Genie with feet. And this is this amazing scene where Genie is dancing, and it's right when he supports Aladdin with becoming Alibaba, and he's having this that moment where they're parading down the streets of Agrabah. I freaking love this piece so much. It is so animated. It's so amazing. It's freaking fab. I think this piece came out, it was $50. What I love about it is the base has the lamp. Beautiful piece. You can still find it for the same MSRP. It is not a difficult piece to come across. Following that piece, we got a storybook piece, and the name of this one is called Romance Takes Flight. This piece is absolutely gorgeous. It has the movie title right in the back, Aladdin. This piece is beautiful. So you have like the town of Agrabah on the bottom. I wish this piece, where it really it really missed the mark for me, is I don't know why the palace was not back here. Makes no sense to me whatsoever how the palace was not here, because actually now I know it makes sense, because the palace is actually right behind her. So I really wish these words were here and you'd have more of the palace back here. That would have made this piece just perfect. But nevertheless, and I wish we had Raja on the balcony as well. Nevertheless, it is that moment where Aladdin is picking Jasmine up on his flying carpet. Again, the carpet is not detailed or movie accurate at all, which is disappointing. It is a smaller piece, but I feel like that could have been added. The carpet just seems like an afterthought. And then he's picking her up. They're his even though they're very, 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 very small, his portrait is not too bad. Hers is awful. She's like 3 shades too dark, not at all near her complexion, and just the eye like liner is just way too intense. It's really not that great. It's not that great of a detailed piece. You could this piece retail for $60. You can still find it for under $80. Under $70. You can even go to a lot of retail locations like Hallmark still sell this piece, so don't pay more than $60 for it. $65. So there you have it. Following that piece, he released, first time in a series, Jafar. I will say this is one of the coolest villain pieces. It's called Villainous Viper. I love this piece. This piece is absolutely gorgeous. First off, his portrait is spot on. His staff, the gold staff, I freaking love it. And then I love this piece so much because his garment is, you have the viper when he transforms into the, I believe it's the cobra. That's what he transforms in. He transforms into the cobra, not a viper. And so you have that wrap around and it comes behind his cape. Love that. You also have the Cave of Secrets. I forget what the name of the cave is. The Cave of Wonder. I think it's the Cave of Wonder. So you have the Tiger Cave of Wonder in the back. And then you have, first time in a series, Iago as well in this 2 dimensions. So I really appreciate all those elements of him. This is such a beautiful piece. Sorry, and it really is that piece that's going to make your collection, and that red really pops because you don't have a lot of touches of red, and Jafar really adds that color to this collection, which I appreciate so much. We're going to follow it by this piece. I believe this is an anniversary piece as well. It's called Group Hug, and I freaking love that spice. Now, this piece is called Group Hug, and it's Genie, and he's hugging... I love the base, by the way, and the quilted tile on the bottom I love as well. And he's hugging all the characters, and it's the first time in a series where we have the Sultan, and Abu finally makes an appearance. Yay! We also have Carpet as well, which looks adorable. And again, Carpet, he could use more detailing. We're missing some details here in Carpet, but nevertheless, it's a better version. It's been a long day. This is my 4th video we're filming today. And then we have Aladdin and Jasmine. Jasmine's portrait looks great. Aladdin, not so much. He looks very juvenile. This piece has 3 versions to it. There's the prototype version, and the prototype version has Jasmine with, I believe, like some golden bangles. Or I believe she doesn't have her accessories. I don't know, but there's like less than like 3 ever made. And it's technically not considered part of the collection. It's just a prototype. But there is that version that made it out. Then we have this version, which was a mistake. So Disney signed off on it, Jim signed off on it, and once it was released, they realized people were criticizing, they weren't mad, but they were criticizing, Genie doesn't have his beard. What happened to Genie's beard? And so, unfortunately, it was already mass produced. And so we don't have that beard on this. So they reprinted it, and now the newer version that you can find has his beard. So there are 2 versions of this. I one day want to get the beard. I just haven't come across it. I don't have it considered as one of the 10 pieces I'm missing in my collection, but one day I will get it because I do collect. If it's something like that, I will collect it. If it's a color difference, I will not collect it. So if it's the same piece but came in 2 different color versions, like the 2nd edition came out in a different color, I won't collect it. But if it's something so noticeable, like you're adding a beard to the piece, absolutely, I'm going to get it. I just really haven't made it a priority, and it's a piece that's worth $100, and I kind of want to get it for like $65. So if you know a place that has the one with the beard for like $65, $70, hit me up and I'll purchase it. I just really haven't given it any time. And lastly, the reason why this video took forever for me to upload, because y'all have been requesting this video. Y'all have been requesting this video since like March. Is the piece that we just received last week. And when you're watching this, it's going to be 2 weeks from today. And it's called A Wondrous Place. And it is the Carved by the Heart series. It just came out. It's part of the 2021 series. And I already reviewed this, so you can go check that video out. And it's everyone in Aladdin. It's this wooden detail. It's this wooden bark, and then carved from it is every single character in the movie, which I so appreciate. And so you have the wooden bark in the back. You have the Indian detailing rose mauling details on the bottom. What I love about this piece, and I forgot to mention in my previous videos, when the sketch first came out, everyone was very concerned because they were like, it looks too congested. And when I think of Carved by the Heart pieces, that's what I want to see. I want to see every single side character, protagonist, villain. I want to see everyone in it. And it's not, we don't always get that, right? And this is the first time in a Carved by the Heart series that we got every single character in the movie. So Jim, if you're watching this, please keep having every single character in these Carved by the Heart pieces, because that's what I want to see. Because it really could be the centerpiece of your collection that encompasses every character, and it's beautiful. I love this. And what they did, they really did not make this a congested piece. The original piece, the sketch, really made the palace much larger and really congested the whole thing. So this didn't do that at all. And what I love about this is the palace is very subtle and distinct. You have the cloud details in the back. But what I love about this piece a lot, which you didn't see, is there's a big gap from here to here. I can fit my fist in there. And I really like that because it created that dimension and that separation. We have the genie here, and he's coming out the lamp, which I really appreciate, through the side. And then right here near him, we have the magic carpet, and it's a little small it's a small little magic carpet, but hey, it fits in it, and we still have the magic carpet. Followed by that, we have Abu. Second time in the series, we have Abu, and we have Aladdin, and we have Jasmine. They look amazing. I will say, I mentioned this before, that the paint job at the bottom of the base is not the cleanest at all. Raja looks amazing. I even added Raja. That's intense. But let's not forget the Sultan. He's also right here. So we have the Sultan as well. Insane. They added every character. I love it. And then we have Jafar. Jafar is my favorite part of this entire piece is Jafar. Again, he looks amazing with his gold staff. But what's great is you now actually have a 3D version of Iago. So first time we actually get Iago in a 3D version. I really do hope we get a small personality pose Iago. And we are getting a personality pose Abu. It's coming out. I'm going to see if I can find that image and post it right over here. And we're also getting a personality pose Jasmine, and she's going to be sitting down with the lamp. So I'm really excited for that one too. I believe that launches next year in 2022. And then we're also getting, eventually we're going to get Jasmine in a 15-inch masterpiece collection, but that has not been announced yet. We don't have a sketch to it either. So that wraps up this video. By the way, this MSRP on this is $110. I no longer have it. It was one of the first pieces to go, but you can purchase it for $110. If you can get this for $100 free shipping, go for it, but I don't think you're going to find it for less than that. So thank you so much for watching this video. The next video we're going to launch is this amazing. There's this seller who's on many of the groups. He's on Disney Avengers, and he was also, that's where I purchased it from. That's where I noticed it first. He's a UK seller, and he created these laser printed marionette stands for the marionette collection. Y'all are going to see all 6 marionette collections. I don't know when that video is going to launch, but I'm filming it literally right after this. And I will add all his links and his description so you can go find him on socials and place your order with him. He's a trusted seller. He also has them on eBay. But if you call him directly, if you're in the States and you call him directly, and you place the order directly with him, like on Messenger, and you can pay through PayPal's goods and services, you save a lot more on the shipping. And eBay, and because of the eBay and the eBay prices, etc. So you want to definitely place that order with him on Facebook. I'll link his business page as well. All those details will come out once that video airs. I'm filming it literally right after this one, so hopefully in September that video will launch. So thank you so much for watching. I'm still waiting today. We get our 3rd shipment. It hasn't arrived yet, so this is my 4th video we filmed, so let's hope that after this video is done, it has arrived. So fingers crossed, and again, you'll see that video before you see this one. So thank you so much. Stay amazing, everyone. Stay blessed. Don't forget to subscribe. It supports me bunches, and I will catch you all on the next one.